Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever you happen to stumble across this. If you are drawn to the title, if it grabs you, this message is for you. We're doing a new thing here where we're just going to drop in and see what memo wants to come through from Spirit. I already got an initial download coming in here today. I was looking out my window, as I often do. I see things kind of come through in the sky, and I saw this image of what looked like kind of like the traditional stereotype of the Wicked Witch, okay? And she was like stirring the cauldron. It seriously looked like that. It was pretty wild. And then right after that, I saw this image of what looked like almost like an ogre, okay? Very Shrek-like. And then it transformed into a bear, okay? All of this has significance. I'm going to break it down for you. And right after that, I saw a cauldron. Okay? Cauldron is really coming forward here. Something about cooking, something about beware of eating a certain person's food, all right? They might have charmed the food. They might have put something in the food you need to be aware of with this individual. I think this person is somebody who kind of comes off playing that role, that traditional role you see, you know, in so many fairy tales where at first it looks like it's a benevolent energy. It's somebody who's helpful. It's somebody who wants to care for you. They have something they want to give you, but it's tainted, you know? It's sort of like I got this image in my mind's eye of Snow White when she receives the apple. It's that kind of vibe, okay? So there's something you need to be aware of here with this person. And now as I'm saying that, I'm looking in the cloud outside is kind of forming into like a dragon. Dragon's about protection. Bear medicine is also about protection. It's that mama bear energy. You may need to invoke your mama bear energy. You may know somebody who is dealing with a character like this and they're not aware that this person is actually not their friend, that this person is trying to cause some kind of harm or sabotage this person in some way. And it might be your responsibility to kind of like step up to the plate and stand up for somebody who is defenseless because they don't understand that somebody is doing something behind their back. Just as I say that, look, there's the cardinal on the card here, Night Song, hidden talents, okay? This could be related to something that is sort of a hidden talent, okay? This could be that somebody sees somebody has talents, they're envious of this. Their jealousy is provoking them to sabotage them. Maybe they feel like this person is garnering too much attention or that they have a certain advantage over them in some way. They don't want this person to excel. They don't want this person to shine. They want to dim their shine. They want to cast some shade, but it feels like somebody is doing some workings in this situation. I'm getting specifically coming in through food or coming in through tinctures or something along these lines. So do be aware if you feel like the energy is off with somebody and they offer you something, they offer you some food or they offer you, you know, some kind of tinctures or something, beware of taking that because you don't know what's inside of it. I'm just picking this up very strongly. It's interesting. With that ogre that came in and the ogre kind of shifting into this bear energy, I feel like there is somebody involved in this situation. It feels like a masculine energy, and I feel like they're kind of an ogre. You know, this is somebody that they're very set in their ways. They also can be a bit of a grouch, you know. They can kind of be really abrupt with their words. They can kind of cut off people midstream, you know, to sort of overpower them with conversation. And I feel like this person is aware of what's going on. This person has some inside information here. This may be the person that is stepping up into a protective role, okay? This person might actually be steadying themselves now. They might have had to pull their energy back from you. You might have noticed this person like pulled back from you. You didn't understand why this person pulled back from you. It's because they knew about something that you didn't know. And as I'm looking up in the sky now, I see what looks like a mask. They knew that somebody around you was wearing a mask. And it's almost like they had to get on this person's good side, like make it out like they were turning against you, so they could get a different view of the situation, and inside view of the situation. It's because this person feels protective of you. I get like fiercely protective. Also, with just the cloud energy, I know that there's been some kind of confusion cast in this situation. There's some kind of smoke and mirrors energy. There's some kind of glamour. This very well could have to do with magic. And just with that piece coming in about the food or drink or tinctures, anything along these lines, it really reminds me of, the one guideline of working with fairy, which is never eat fairy food, never drink fairy drink. If you're working with the fairy and you have something come through in ritual, or you have something come through in a dream where they offer you food or they offer you drink, you don't want to do that. It's not a wise choice. So this person may work with fairy magic. That may be a path that they are on. This person may also be older, or they may be very established within those circles. A lot of people may know them and may look up to them as an elder, or somebody who has some kind of knowledge, real rooted knowledge. This person may be a really potent root worker. Okay, I got this coming in real strong. This person comes off as a very loving, caring, nurturing kind of energy. This is how they present themselves. That's their false mask. This is somebody that would very much be able to kind of pull you in this way, much like Hansel and Gretel got pulled in to what is really Baba Yaga's cottage. Okay. That's a whole other story, and we'll go into that sometime. Maybe I do have a read I did about Baba Yaga that might be tying into this. That might be helpful. It's called oh gosh, was it Baba Yaga's Hut? I'll look it up and I will pin it in the comments for you all, because I feel like there might be a connecting point in that read. There's something you need to be aware of here. Okay. Somebody is doing some kind of manipulation, and I feel like it has something to do with, first of all, your talent. It's some talent you have. Maybe this person feels like it's a threat to something that they want to showcase, or some kind of spotlight that they're wanting to garner for themselves, so they feel like it's a distraction. It takes the focus off of them. Okay. This person may also have a hidden talent. You may not know that this person is really adept with working with root work, with working with magic. Okay, so there's something that you need to be mindful of here. I do feel like there is a certain familiarity and trust built up with this person, and there's something directly tying into your talent. There's also this piece of maybe wanting to steal your gifts. Okay. And I feel like there's some kind of karma being balanced out in this situation. So what I'm picking up very strongly is this person's about to be outed, because you're going to see them getting thrown into total reversal. And that's because of that big ogre energy that came in. Somebody has been kind of working this person. Somebody else has a hidden talent. They are very able to kind of understand the inner workings of a person's brain. They are able to understand hidden motivations. And I feel like you have somebody who plays a protective role to you. They got really close to this person, and this person let their guard down. And it was in them letting their guard down. Oh, I'm getting so much sentience here, that they really slipped up big time. They slipped up big time. And because of this, they're about to get caught into their own web. You'll see it because it's going to come down in just like a huge landslide reversal. Bottom of the deck energy. Yeah, this person's no longer in a strong position with the skeleton strength in reverse. I'm using the Halloween oracle here. Halloween may factor into this in some way. There might have been something that happened right around Halloween, right around Samhain, that connects to what's about to go down. This person could have something come forward or come tumbling down right around that time this year. Okay. something's brewing right now, and I feel like you're going to start to get a heads up on it. This is the beginning of the reversal of fortune. I just heard, okay, this person used to be in a strong position. They're not in a strong position anymore. When I think of strength, I think of the strength card in tarot. Okay, so that is associated with the sign of Leo. It's also Leo's season. There could be something going down in Leo's season. There could be something going down on this person's birthday that shines a light on things. So all of these pieces coming in. With this being in reverse, I feel like this is something really old. It has its roots in the past. It goes way back. It's getting unearthed. This is being revealed, okay? So let's see what we got coming in here. Give us any more information about this situation, Spirit. What does the collective that is receiving this message need to know today? Pretty wild download that came in. Cardinal is coming through as a totem for you, so, and bear as well. Bear provides a clue as to how you can really stay balanced in this situation. Bear medicine is also associated with the pineal gland. It's associated with meditation, okay? So the more that you can kind of stay in this calm space, and I feel like when this news comes through, this illumination comes through, there's almost like, don't reveal your hand. It's very important that you stay very calm and centered. Yep, look, and here we go. There's that skull coming forward. Look how it's illuminated. So what was buried in the past is coming to light. Skull of stars, okay? Again, there's that piece, talent, okay? So this could be somebody that is maybe going for a certain role, or they're involved in the entertainment industry. They do something that puts them on a stage, all right? This coming through very clearly, and it says infinite possibilities. I just got someone's star is on the rise, all right? So I think this is why there's been this kind of manipulative, competitive, sabotaging kind of energy here. I just saw a unicorn-like image in the clouds. I'm seeing so much in the clouds today, so that could be a connection point too. This person could really be fond of unicorns. This person could be a unicorn. They could be somebody who in some ways connected to the situation, possibly through an ex of yours or something along these lines. They were one of this person's lovers, one of this person's side pieces, because that's usually the role that a unicorn plays. Okay, but whatever this is that has its roots in the past, that's been buried, it's coming to light. You gaining this knowledge, you finally understanding what's been going on, because I think that you've been feeling like something's just been a little off, maybe even among familiar connections, just something hasn't felt quite right to you. You haven't been able to put your finger on it, and you've kind of been focused in other directions and not really having the time to look deeply into it. I think you kind of just chose to just like, well, whatever, you know, people are weird right now, you know, everything's weird right now, life is just strange. So you might have just sort of like swept it aside and was like, okay, I'm not even going to bother with that. But when this is illuminated for you, not only is it going to make a lot of things make sense to you, but it's also opening up infinite possibilities for you, because I feel like what is getting balanced out here, whatever was taken from you through this process, because I do feel like this is what was created, was this way to kind of like sway opportunities that wanted to be presented to you away from you, sort of like your blessings, you know. And certainly if you're in some kind of entertainment field, something like this, if you're going for a role, if you're an actor or you're a musician or, you know, anything like this, you can really affect somebody's ability to advance in that sector if there's like rumor mill stuff going on, or you have connections, you're talking into people's ears, and then you're preventing this person from having an opportunity that they legitimately should have, but there's like manipulative energy involved. So I picked this kind of vibe up. Once this happens, it's not only being illuminated for you, I feel like other people are seeing it too. And this is going to be like role reversal. So where this person kind of had you by the short hairs before, you're no longer in that position. and these opportunities that you don't understand. Why did this pass me by? Like, I thought I was a shoo-in for this. Suddenly the doors of opportunity just fly open for you, and so many opportunities come your way. All right, I want to do a cut of the deck on this, and then I'm going to pull out my trusty shadow light playing cards, and we'll just see what other information wants to come through, any identifying factors, all that good stuff. Yeah, we got werewolf, exploring wildness. And again, there's that supermoon energy that we just had. Okay, there might have been something that kind of got lit up for you, perhaps intuitively. I feel like when we look at werewolf, werewolf is like that wild, feral part of the self. It's your instincts, it's your gut instincts, it's your ability to kind of pick up the scent of the trail. It's also like a path through the wilderness, because that's what wolf medicine does. It helps you navigate a path forward through the darkness, to get to the light on the other side. I feel like there's something about really paying attention to your instincts at this time. Forget about what logic's telling you. It's not about that. Just trust your gut. Even if you're like, well, this person would never do this to me. Like, let's say, you see this read, and then all of a sudden somebody contacts you and they like, oh, I made you some tinctures. Or they're like, hey, I'd love to have you over for a meal. And it's somebody you've already had kind of like a sketchy vibe about. Listen to it, okay? Just trust it, all right? You won't regret this. This person may have even done a little moon magic recently, and that's why it's coming through. I also feel like this is very important for you navigating the way forward. And when we hit the blue moon, the super moon in Pisces on the 31st of August, something really gets lit up at that time. And I feel that this allows you to feel like you got free reign now. I feel like you felt very restrained, you felt a lot of inhibition and just not being able to really like move forward the way that you've wanted to be able to just be free to express yourself as you wanted to, and to explore the opportunities that are available for you. It's almost like I see this image for some reason, like just like a wide open horizon with all this potential, all this possibility, feeling really excited and jazzed about it. And it's almost like tunnel vision, like the view of that horizon just started to get more and more and more and more narrow until, ooh, and here's this gnat flying around. I'm telling you, there's somebody that's like, they've been just like hovering around, throwing irritations onto your path, causing little fires to put out, little pestering kind of energy. This is what it is. It's like pestering kind of energy. All right. You already know. You already have a sense about this person. There's something you need to be aware of here. I feel like you are breaking free of this. And soon you're not going to feel like so penned in. A lot of opportunities are going to open for you. What's on the other side here? Ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. And this is interesting. I don't know why I got this message here, but I feel this is a bit of like generational curse breaking here. I almost feel like this is a karmic situation. You have maybe even felt this about this person. Like maybe it feels like, you've tangled with this person before. Maybe even though, you haven't, you don't have any like direct memory of that. But there's just this sense, like maybe even when you met this person, you felt like a real kinship. There was like a kindred connection. And you just felt like that soul recognition. You might have felt the soul recognition because you've been nemesises in many lifetimes, okay? And there's some score that's being settled here. There's some karmic loop that is being closed off. This is the completion of it. It's like debt settled, right? Really interesting message. I also feel like rely on your ancestors right now. If you haven't connected with your ancestral lineage, with your bloodline's magic, with your bloodline spirituality, this piece is super important for you right now. It'll actually give you a lot of strength, maybe at a time when you haven't felt strength, maybe at a time when you have felt like kind of challenged. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Yeah, look for this. 8 of Clubs. We got a message coming in. It's positive for you, okay? It's in the light. It is coming in around association with a Queen of Hearts energy. This could be like somebody who's connected, like I was saying, like maybe they're a lover of, you know, somebody you were connected to in the past. Maybe they're a side piece, okay? This could be a mother figure as well. This also could be somebody who works in the metaphysical field, a spiritualist. Additionally, there's this piece here about water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There may have been some like hints of this that first came in back in July, okay? 20:55 on the clock. So it's possible that things started kind of like stacking up in your mind. You started to put the pieces together. You know how the pieces fit. It makes me think a tool. Okay, there could be a tool connection. This person's definitely been hiding out in the shadows, not for long. Something's being exposed. And this being exposed, look at this. It brings in a new beginning for you. Something you were supposed to get before that's been disrupted up till now, 21:22 on the clock, okay? Something's coming into alignment for you. You were supposed to receive this before. But what I really get is you never would have received it if it weren't for this ogre, you know, it weren't for this person that's been acting in a protective way for you, you know, really wanting to protect your interests. Perhaps this person really does see that you have something to offer. Maybe they do see your talent and they don't want this to be taken from you because they feel like it's your birthright, all right? This person also may have affectionate feelings for you, and this could be a new beginning in love. I also feel like it's a new opportunity to really like have what you need to launch, you know, your ability to step on that stage in your life and have these opportunities open up for you. And this is going to end a real heavy time of disappointment, feeling cut off, feeling like you were really on your own. You know, I feel like you've really been struggling, whoever you are. A lot of this is going to come through on social media, so do be on the lookout for this. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, okay? There's something coming through here. It looks positive, though, because it's upright, okay? So this is sort of like if there was something done, like some kind of smear campaign that was done online against you, you're being redeemed, okay? This is turning around, 22:55 on the clock. It's very sudden. It's very unexpected, all of this. When it comes in, it was 23 on the clock after that. There's big change coming in here. And yeah, this very well could be related to somebody that was involved with an ex, okay? And they wanted to prevent some kind of motion in your connection with this person. It's very interesting. I got to just show how this came out. Then we'll do a whole shuffling here. Yes, we see this, okay? So we got the Two of Hearts in the shadow with the Jack of Clubs also in the shadow, all right? Jack of Clubs energy, very player kind of energy, in it for the moment, heartbreaker kind of energy, makes a lot of promises, doesn't deliver. This is just to give you an idea about the characters who may be involved here. Seven of Spades, okay? This is a person who's like dirty pool. Again, this person may have played this person. You know, they may have promised them some kind of romance. They may have promised them, you know, some kind of commitment, something to get in this person's good graces. I'm picking it up around this ogre energy. Like they kind of worked this person. They worked this person because they knew that this person was sabotaging you. So they're like, oh yeah, let's who can play at that game. Here's a little dirty pool for you. That's what I got. It was strategy. I have to say that because the Seven of Spades is coming up in the light. So it's sort of like a little of the hair of the dog that bit you. You know what I'm saying? It's like this person knew you were being done dirty and subversively. And so they did this person dirty and subversively, but in the name of what's just and true. You know, this is a case where sometimes two wrongs do make a right. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of funny. Right after that, we have the Ace of Clubs in the shadow. Again, player energy, maybe using the sexuality. They might have gotten some personal gratification out of that too. I mean, let's just be honest. But they did it with good intention. You know, despite how foul it sounds, you know, people, it's interesting. People all have a different idea of justice, what's fair, what's just, you know. And as I'm looking in the sky, I'm seeing like what looks like a dog up there. It looks like a little Scotty dog. Very interesting. There might be a Scotty dog connection. There could be a Scotland connection. There could be a shortbread connection. Don't eat the shortbread. I'm also getting this piece here about loyalty. Okay, dogs are about loyalty. So what this person did, though it may seem like a little foul, they did it out of their sense of loyalty and protectiveness toward you, okay? And it's because there's love here, and they have love for you, and there is some kind of new beginning, new understanding with this person as well. You might have felt this person was a real ogre, and you might have been at odds with this person, and now something's happening that gets you on the same page as this person. It creates a new beginning. I also feel, you know, for those of you that have been wanting that moment of having these opportunities, you know, I got that, stars on the rise. So this is, you know, probably connected to somebody who's in some type of creative field, you know, somebody who wants their big break, somebody who's been working on something like an album or an art installation or, you know, theater, anything along these lines. Okay, I feel like you had gigs dry up, you had opportunities dry up, you found it a real struggle to get things going. You may have felt like you were combating a lot of like kind of like just meddling energy, irritating energy. People are trying to make you look bad, that kind of thing. Okay, this was all very intentionally stirred up, but I feel like your opportunities are going to come in now, and you're going to finally feel like, okay, now I'm getting somewhere, all right? So this is very positive. Let's see any information here that needs to come through. We had that water sign energy come through with the Queen of Hearts in the shadow. Let's go ahead and just find out about this Queen of Hearts in this situation here. Spirit, give some clarification on this Queen of Hearts. What's going on with this Queen of Hearts in the shadow right now? What's going on with this Queen of Hearts in the shadow right now? When I'm bringing out the signs, do be aware that, you know, it's for any significant placement in the chart, so don't get too stuck there. I bring them more in because it can kind of help you understand how a person moves. So do be aware of that, all right? It's very, very important that you don't get into too polarized thinking when I bring the signs in. I bring the signs in for fun. You'll know who these people are, though, all right? They have something shadow covering them, and it's almost in a cross position. Soon it's going to be covering them, all right? That's what I got. It looks like it's like on the upswing. So soon this person's going to find themselves eclipsed. That's what I got. Move. 9 of spades in the shadow. Okay, I think this person's already starting to realize that these tables are turning. Like they feel it. Their anxiety is building. They're starting to realize that maybe they didn't have this situation quite right. Maybe they're even seeing something going down online that's illuminating something for them. And they're starting to think about, you know, everything that has happened. I'm getting with this ogre character, everything that's happened between them and this ogre character, all the secrets they spilled, the ways they let their walls down in trying to work this person. Ironically, this person worked them. It's really like a touche kind of moment where the tables are turning. 29:11 on the clock. 11:11, okay? This is being brought to a close so there can be proper alignment with, you know, what's meant to come into alignment. I feel like you with your path and your opportunities. It's also you in alignment with another. And you're going to see this person differently when everything comes out. I feel like you're kind of like, you have a certain view of this ogre person right now. You think they're kind of a difficult person. You don't have the most positive view of this person, but it's because of a misunderstanding. And they had to do what they had to do. And you'll see once everything starts to get revealed, and you may have a different perspective of the situation here, where this person is starting to realize that there's reason to worry. Soon they're going to be covered in this anxiety. And, you know, it's rough. And I don't like to celebrate anybody going through suffering, but this is what this person wanted for you. This is what this person wanted to create for you. They wanted you to struggle. They wanted you to constantly feel insecure. They wanted you to feel like you couldn't trust people around you. It's really a manipulative kind of energy, all right? Head games. It's all like mind games. This game was mental. It was totally mental. This person doesn't have the ability to really stand up to you, confront you, speak to you directly. Everything with this person is subversive. Everything with this person is presented in a nice, pretty package, you know. Maybe this person's also very pretty, you know. They're pretty, they got a lot of attention, you know. People eat it up. That's possible. Maybe they use their looks to gain certain advantages. Okay, maybe they're used to that, and maybe they're used to getting away with it. They don't get away with it now. You know, your ships are coming in with the 3 of clubs. And we see, look at this. I need to get another deck, but look at how worn this 3 of clubs is. Like this has been a long time coming. And I feel like whatever you've been aiming for, you know, it looks like you're trying to achieve something. You're trying to get a break in a direction that's really in alignment with your dreams, and you've been invested in this, and it hasn't been easy. And I feel like you never gave up, you know. It's because you never gave up that this is coming through, and you don't even need to stress about it. Look at this, 4 of spades. You know, you can just rest easy because this is coming through for you. It's like I think you also took your hands off of it. I don't think you've been actively engaged in like trying to battle it out with anybody or anything like that. I think you've just been really frustrated because it felt like opportunities were drying up for you. It felt like where once you had a lot of opportunities or you had a lot of good momentum going, something was just getting in the way. Any further guidance coming through on this message, Spirit? Any further guidance coming through? Ooh, okay. We got shadow and light both coming in the crossroads. Ooh. Ooh, oh, I like that. Oh, I love it when it does that. I have to show you here. Okay, check this out. You see this? This is a significating court card, and it's landing on the light. I love this when it makes it very clear and it provides a distinction about the characters. Okay, this is one reason why I love working with playing cards so much. And it's very interesting because the other card that came out, I'll show you here, okay? This shadow card, it landed right on top of this pile where we were talking about what this person did. So this clearly marks, you know, marks the characters, the players in this situation, which is wonderful. Okay, so let's look at the shadow first, and then we'll go into this for the great reveal on who's operating in the light in this situation here, right? Yeah, this person did some workings, I'm telling you, and they've been working against you. This may have even been in relation to your work, okay? But like I said, I pick up that this is something going down in a creative aspect, right? This could even be people like kind of like taking your ideas, plagiarizing, taking your work, pawning it off as their own, all right? Be aware of that too, okay? There's something to be mindful of here. All right, but we see whatever was done here was dirty. It was dirty pool. It was not fair play, and yeah, this person is going to be held accountable for those actions. I really see that very strongly. Now, that's what's coming in for this person, and I am picking up a real like witchy vibe with this for sure. I have to tell you very strongly. That's why I'm going to love doing these reads. I'm going to start bringing a lot of this in here because it's like either the title grabs you or it doesn't. And if it doesn't grab you, it's not your message. And I love that it just opens it up. It's for anybody, you know, that it resonates with. And that just feels really good to me. I'll, of course, continue to do the reads according to signs and all that stuff. But I just really wanted to bring this element in because I think it allows whatever message to come through. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, there's only one way to see this message. It's either your message or it's not. So what we got here, who is getting things turning around for them, who's been blocked, who's been dealing with challenges up to now and is getting on the other side of this? The Queen of Spades, okay? So this can be somebody who's an ex, like they got left behind, you know, or they had a relationship end because of this person. This person's been alone. This person might have been kind of like keeping to themselves. This person is an intellectual, all right, and they look at things in that way. Some people may have thought that this person was a little bit harsh in how they cut certain people off, but it's because they had a real clear view of the situation and they were in alignment with a certain level of truth, that's just like, no, we're not going to like play games here. I need to do things very decisively, okay? That is that Queen of Spades energy. This Queen of Spades will end whatever is not in alignment with truth and integrity, whatever is not in alignment with what they know is right for themselves and what is true for themselves, all right? This person also will always speak their truth. They'll stand in their truth. That is that energy when it's coming up in the light like that, all right? This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is also very strongly representing that message that I brought in initially on the download about the Libra South Node. And the Libra South Node is all about balancing karma, closing out an old karmic cycle. This is successful completion of an old karmic cycle. That message, this has been your nemesis, lifetime after lifetime, not no more. Like this is done and dusted. Okay, this is paid in full. And what does it bring? Ooh, I love it. 6 of Spades. This is you moving away from difficulties. This is you moving to smoother sailing. You're not going to be on those turbulent seas anymore. You're not going to be star-crossed anymore. You're really going to be heading forward towards something beautiful, and life's about to get a lot easier for you. It's not going to be so much of a struggle anymore. Okay, let's do a cut of the deck energy here and see what we got. And then I'll get a super awesome future card just for fun. Yeah, and you're not going to have your worries anymore with the 9 of Spades. We already saw that 9 of Spades in the shadow was going over to this person who's caused problems. Just as I said that, I saw a dandelion seed head fly by the window. So there's some kind of wish fulfillment coming in for you. It's like a seed you planted a long time ago. It's starting to have some reach, okay? And there's something that's really going to come through for you. Your worries, your anxiety, your fears are going to be totally relieved once this is illuminated for you. So this is a really positive sign. What do we got on the other side here? Yeah, where you couldn't see the way forward before with the 2 of Clubs, this is where you've been. You haven't had a view of how to move forward. You felt like your options had completely dried up here. Look at this. More options than you know what to do with the 7 of Hearts coming up in the light. And not only did you have, the blockage in the love department with the Ace of Hearts coming up in the shadow that left you with a feeling of being completely out in the cold, all right, with the 5 of Diamonds there. There's something here where you're finding that whatever you had to move away from, and I feel like this is something you cut off with that Queen of Spades energy come in. You made some kind of like executive decision. You're like, I need to cut this person off, because if I don't cut this person off, I'm not going to be able to move forward, in a way that is really going to feel fulfilling in my heart. Like I know in my heart, this isn't right for me. I know in my heart that this is holding me back. And maybe you didn't even have tangible proof. It's just you totally relied on your intuition in this regard. You made the right choice. Wherever you built a bridge to get to the other side of it, wherever you just cut something off and you let it be water under the bridge, and you moved forward and you stayed focused and you didn't let yourself be distracted from your dreams, you made the right decision. You made the right decision in matters of the heart as well. And there could be a Queen of Diamonds in the shadow playing a role in this. This could be somebody who is very greedy. This could be a gold digger sort of energy. This could be somebody that's all about surface appearances. They think it's all about how you look, what kind of clothes you wear, what kind of car you drive. It's coming in as a feminine energy. This could be somebody who was a competitor, like I was saying, like maybe you were both going for the same role, all right? Maybe you both, are in the same genre of some kind of entertainment field. This is somebody there's always been a sense of competitiveness with, or you felt like some kind of competitive air coming from them. Somebody may have put you in competition with this person. This could have been a lover, put you in competition with this person, and that was just it for you. You saw things clearly, you cut it off, you moved on. Either way, this person is now the one who is going to have to own their actions, okay? Water earth sign coming in relation to this karma, flipping it up and reversing it like a game of Uno. This person is now going to find that they are blocked, okay? They may even be getting blocked on social media. I think this person is going to feel highly defensive, okay? Do be aware of that. It might get a little dramatic before things calm down, but you don't need to worry about this. Divine play at hand with the Joker coming up in the light. It's sort of like last laugh kind of energy. And what does it lead you to? It leads you to the 10 of diamonds in the light, all right? Beautiful energy. 9 of diamonds. You had to do it on your own first, okay? I feel like you've been building for yourself first. You've been working really hard. And hey, maybe it worked to your advantage. If you didn't have opportunities, it gave you just more time to hone your craft. It gave you more time to practice your lines. It gave you more time to work on your choreography or to, you know, learn certain skills. You know, I get this like hone your craft kind of energy. There's something that you use that time when you felt like, okay, I don't have any opportunities right now, or everything seems blocked. Well, I guess I'm just going to really put a lot of energy into bettering myself. You know, maybe you took it as a sign that you needed to up level. Maybe you thought, all right, this must be, you know, a need for me to get better at what I'm doing, because obviously the opportunities aren't there. It's brilliant. You bettered yourself because of this, and there's something you established yourself, but it looks like somebody is coming in now. And I feel like it's somebody that you were blocked from before, because what comes in here is the 10 of diamonds in the shadow, okay? And we see associated with that is the 5 of hearts. It's like this disappointment, right? It's this disappointment. It's this loss. It's like, wait, I thought I was going to get that role, or I thought I was really going to have this, you know, show I was putting on just like take off, or you know, it's something along these lines. I thought more people would show up to my opening, you know, anything like this, you know, where you've been working on something, it's something close to your heart, you're passionate about it, you have a natural talent for it, and you just felt like, you know, something was happening that was blocking your progress. You got somebody coming in that's going to help you overcome this very clearly. It's an ogre. It's an ogre. They're very protective of you, and they're going to help you out, okay? And it doesn't have to be a masculine either. It could be a feminine too, you know. It could be mama bear, you know, kind of energy, because that came in as well, okay? So there's somebody here that you can really count on. And it brings you into alignment with this person. And it looks like a king of hearts is here to lend a helping hand. And that's interesting because that queen of hearts came in the shadow. So I think this is somebody that is in some way romantically connected to this king of hearts. This person could have a strong water sign placement in the chart, but as we already said, this person sees something in you. This person believes in you. This person wants to act in a protective role, and they you know, they pulled some strings to help you out of a bind. All right, yeah, they helped you out of a bind, because we see you're coming into this independent blessing with that 9 of diamonds in the light, 9 of shadows. 9 of shadows. Yeah, end to this shadow page period in your life where you felt that shadow page. Interesting, because that piece came in about you might have something illuminated for you on social media. So if you're on any kind of web platform, you might have felt like you weren't getting visibility. It could have been because there was actual like shadow banning interference. That could even be with some of the manipulations, some of the workings were around. All right, this is coming to light. This is coming to light. This person is teaming up with you. And it looks like when your forces come together, I feel like something really pops off here, okay? Very successful. And I'm picking up North Node energy very strongly, moving into your North Node. You're not going to feel cut off anymore, all right? You're coming in out of the cold. Looks like some really beautiful energy there. Let me go ahead and get a super awesome future card for you. Now that we've sorted that out, let's see what's coming in the future. You got dogs on the bottom of the deck, energy, closing out an old cycle. You got loyal people around you. They see what happened back there, and they're here to help you, okay? So You're not on your own. You got some people who are definitely looking out for you. I feel like they're giving this person hell right now. That's what I got. Woo, yeah. They're giving them hell right now. They're like, nope, we are not in alignment anymore with that infinity in reverse. There's a lot for this person to digest in this experience. All right. A lot for them to digest. I mean, ultimately, you know, sometimes that's what it takes for a person to be able to turn their life around. It's rough, you know. And I do really believe that most of the time, maybe I'm just, you know, an optimist, but I do believe that most of the time people aren't intrinsically evil. It's that they have their own challenges, insecurities, you know, dysfunctional ways of moving through the world that unfortunately, you know, they don't learn their lesson. They don't feel the desire to change or transform their lives until it comes around and bites them in the butt. And I feel like that's sort of what this energy is about here. Okay, bottom of the deck energy. Yeah, wish fulfillment. And I saw the dandelion seed head, and look at that. There's the dandelion seeds. And look, see, they're like the seed heads are spreading out over this map. So I feel like, you know, where you felt blocked, where you felt like you didn't have visibility, whatever that seed is you initially planted, like now it's starting to take off. There's wish fulfillment here for you. I do feel like you got a man that's acting as a genie. This person's here to help you. This person may even be darker complected, all right? This person's a very stylish dresser. They know how to put themselves together. This could be a business person. This person may travel a lot. I am seeing like the West lit up there on the map, like maybe there's some happiness here. When I think of the West, I also think of like the settlers who went to the West to try to strike it rich with gold. Okay, you're striking gold. This is what was blocked out before by those clouds, right? That haze of confusion. The sun's coming through. This is really beautiful. And look, we got this compass energy here. So you're going to know what direction to head in, and you're going to be heading up into your north node. You might have travel associated with this. You might get a real like once in a blue moon opportunity. I feel like blue moon is important for you, okay? And you got to go for it, okay? Because this is like the making of your success. It's that lucky break you've been waiting for. Ooh, oh my goodness, look at this. I said lucky break. What pops out upright, face up? The breakup, okay? So I feel like this is a situation that, you know, almost like a community got pulled into, or there's multiple people involved in here. We see that off in the distance, way back there, okay? That's you. Remember, you had that 6 of spades energy. You're moving out of these turbulent waters and you're heading toward that horizon, right? Things are going to be much smoother sailing for you. But look what we got going on here. We got a couple here. There could be a couple involved in this situation. They've ditched these other people here who have to fend for themselves. They abandoned ship, but they're still sitting here in need of rescue, okay? So they might be trying to figure out how they pull themselves out of this mess right now. This is beneficial for you. This breaking up, this being exposed and breaking up is really beneficial for you. Yeah, it's going to get a little messy first. I did pick that up. There's a bit of drama associated with this. Look at that tornado energy, okay? Somebody in this situation could be an alcoholic. There's a lot of rage. There's a lot of anger here. I also just feel like there's like a lot of confusion. It's a lot of chaos. It's a lot of upheaval. There's 2 people here that are really fighting with each other about this, right? It could be a couple. They, you know, they could, it's like, well, you're in it together, you know. They might be wanting somebody to rescue them, and people feel like, no, you know, you got to just ride this out, man. Yeah, but I feel like there's fireworks in the background. There's something to celebrate. It may have been a long, weird trip getting here, but I feel like you're really coming to that place called home, you know. And it's all because you trusted your vision. And it makes me think of Wizard of Oz, you know, because we have the tornado here. And you're really starting to understand where you belong, and other people are starting to see where you belong too. It's like, you're at home on the stage. I just heard that. You're at home on the stage. I don't know. Okay, so somebody here is supposed to have some kind of stage. They're supposed to have some kind of platform, some kind of visibility. There's something they're supposed to do. It may have been a long, strange trip getting here, but I feel like there is something to celebrate. There's also stability here with the house, okay? If you felt like you didn't have stability with a house before, you don't need to worry about that anymore. And there's something that's really turning around with this 8 energy. This is manifestation. So that looks really good. Let's do a final cut of the deck here, and we'll close this out. 50-50, 50-50 came up on the clock, okay? So, yeah, you take the good, you take the bad. You take them both, and there you have the facts of life. I think some of this is like, oh, man, it's a real bummer that it had to take this for me to get here. I feel like that part is coming in. There might be also somebody that, it's like, okay, I see you were looking out for me. I see that the higher part of you was looking out for me, and that's good. You might be agreeing with this person. Is just like, okay, we're good. But there's a little bit of like, you're really not happy with the way this person moved to address this situation. I think you also feel like this ogre, like, maybe you're not getting the full story with them, but at the same time, you're just relieved to finally have your forward momentum. You're relieved to get the memo to, know what's been going on. And ultimately, though, this person may have put you in a real bind before. I feel like they're trying to make it right. There has been a change in this person. There's some kind of change they went through. And very much so in the beginning, this ogre may have, viewed you the same way. They may have drank the Kool-Aid, all right? Maybe they drank the Kool-Aid. They bought this story. This person was spinning, but as time went on, they became hip to what the real deal was. And I think that's when they had a change in heart and a change in spirit. And they started to take action to make this right because they knew it wasn't right. Other side of the split, yeah, look at this, king energy. This person's up right now, okay? They got a fresh start. This fresh start is happening for them in Leo season. Again, a Leo could be involved in this situation with the horse energy, could be a Sagittarius, all right? This is something that could go down in Leo season. But we see this king is operating up right now, right? And there's some kind of new beginning here. It's got ace energy on it. We had ace of diamonds. We had ace of hearts come in. So something here is turning around in both business, love, your ability to have success and move forward with something that's really dear to your heart. And it looks really good. Just don't drink the Kool-Aid.